Hey, happy Saturday, Roulette Fools. Brent with AOB. Boy, yesterday, day 12, that was rough, huh? So let's hope today goes a bit smoother and quicker and that you see a short video duration today. Okay, we left off the day yesterday. 16,368 was our balance. We were down $927 for the day. We were down a bit more than that, made a little bit of a comeback. We still have 3,768 of surplus profit, so we're doing okay. So first things we're going to do is we're going to go claim our daily bonus today. A whole dollar. A dollar's a dollar. I'll take it. It's free. All right. Then we're going to go up here to our VIP. I didn't claim my daily yesterday, so we're going to go back here to reload. 77.60 every 24 hours. So I'm going to claim that. So we're getting that. And then we're going to go to our rake back from yesterday, 938 from the second session. And we got that. Our weekly boost is already available. They don't allow you to do the weekly boost through here. I'll show you how we're going to do that. You have to download an app called Telegram. And that's where the notices come out when you're invited to this. So you can see here, this is my weekly boost, VIP weekly boost here. They're giving away in boosts $1.255 million. So here we go. So for those of you saying they'll never let me get to 100, trust me, they give away millions. They're making a lot of money. All right, we're gonna click our weekly boost, open this link. It's gonna take us back to stake. We're gonna get a pop-up here, redeem bonus. Now we're at 16,455.98, and we'll have a message over here telling us what that'll be. So they gave us a weekly of 145.97. Not as much as I was hoping, but 145. So we're at 16,601. First thing I'm going to do is come here to favorites, and we're going to go to our fake wheel. We're going to come down here, turn on instant play, turn off animations. We're going to go 1 cent. I'm going to bet 1936, and we're going to play. Double up on losses. There we go. Go back down. We're basically doing this until we get to an even number. I don't want pennies. I mean, that's why I don't trust this wheel. It is whichever side you go on, the other side gets so many more. It's crazy. I mean, what are we hitting? At least 3-4 to 1 over there. Oh, clear. 1 cent. 99, we need 1 more cent. All right, there we go. So we're at 16,602. Let's update our starting today. 16,602. Well, we are at 16,368. You know what? We're not going to count that. I remember. We're not even going to count our bonuses. We're going to get our 300 the old-fashioned way. We own it. Okay, we're at a zero balance. Here we see everything we got over here. This is day number 13. Let's go. I'm going to play by the rules today. Okay? Let's clear these out. We're going to play by the rules today. Which I guess it depends on which rules you're using, right? 334, 214. 17 hit. I don't know. Let's go here. Let's go 134 this morning. I think looks like it's kind of overplaced, so it's just, you know, it's a crapshoot. It's a roulette shoot. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hope everybody had a great Friday. That was a long ass video yesterday. I think it was over 2 hours. Just skip to the dang end, right? All right. Off to a good start. So we're going to play very conservatively today. It's going to be a bunch of short sessions. My first session here is I'm just going to $90 or $100. I'm going to $100, and then I'm going to take a break for about 10-15 and come back. We're going to play real short sessions so we don't get emotional about it. Some people keep writing in going, you know, hey kid, it doesn't matter if you take a break, you come back, the statistics are the same. Apparently you have not been listening or watching the full videos, because what I'm telling you is the breaks are to take a session to let yourself cool off if you're behind, if you're ahead, to not get foolish. It's just to settle you down. Now, I don't disagree. If you're on a great run streak, and I do it too, just go. But I'm gonna go the way that. There we are. So now we got that. We're gonna go to. Let's just do a 9. Clear. Wait. We're gonna go for 45. Oh, we got a new dealer change. We're gonna go ahead and play through the dealer change. She was kind of sporadic all over anyway. I mean, which is fine too. Okay, let's go. We need one win and then we're gonna take a short 10-minute break. Go finish my coffee, talk to the folks, my daughter, Soybean, my boy. Okay, let's go. There we are. Okay, we are at 105. We're gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. Cheers. And that's not bad, right? 3 spins, 105 bucks, under 3 minutes. Awesome. See you soon. Okay, we're back for our second session. I'm actually going to even play a little bit more conservative since we got to 105 so quickly, and we're going to drop down to a $45 bet, and we're going to do a little bit of grinding. Do a little bit of grinding, take a little risk down, give us a little room to double up. Don't get cocky today. I mean, normally I would feel okay going with 135, but for this session, I'm going to just take really short sessions. For this next session, I'm not even going to go up to 200. My target right now is $45. Okay. There we go. That's one. So 3 wins at this level takes us up to 145. And that would put us, so basically 150 is our target goal right now. And that would get us already halfway to our daily goal. Then everything above that, I'll keep it low bets, and we're just gonna at that point pile on and kind of work off the fat, the loss from yesterday, and start building back on our surplus inventory. So let's see how this goes. A lot of great comments from yesterday. A lot of them are so true. There we go. That's 2. We just need this one more. So true. And I understand, and hopefully everybody understands. I get it when they were saying, hey, you took some unnecessary risks. 100% I did. 100% I did. But those were calculated risk, and I knew it, and I told you. We had the bankroll. We had the surplus. I don't want to necessarily just so don't necessarily copy me when I get crazy like that. Copy more of what I'm going to do today. This is if you want to copy. Yesterday I took some calculated risks. I was hoping they would pay off, and they didn't for the most part. But at the end of the night, we had that $1,000 bet, 1,080, 1,180. So I believe we did that twice, and then we dropped it down and we got to where we were going to go. Then I think we lost a little bit. But anyway, we're not going to make the same mistake. So here we are at 150. I'm going to go ahead and just take another pause, go take a 5-10 minute break or whatever, and come right back. We'll see you soon. Okay, we're back. Let's see if we can get another quick. I'm going to go 9th Street reverse, betting 45 again. Next pit stop, $200, $50 gain. Let's see if we can grab 3 wins in a hurry. If not, we're not going to chase. We'll double up once. If that doesn't work, we'll take a break at the 2 losses and come back and grind it up slow again. Oh no. All right. Unlucky. It might have hit that 26 anyway. 26 was a loser. All right, so we're gonna bet our 90 If we lose this, we're at least still in $15 positive territory, which, as we saw yesterday, is completely recoverable, but I'm not going to double it again. I'll take a little bit longer break and come back and grind back at it. Grind back at it. All right, let's see how we can go here. I feel good today. Hey, and we're at 6-to-1 ratio. Can't beat that. That was our first loss out of 7 spins. All right, there's one. And the beauty of that is now we can drop back down. 9th Street reverse, $45. So that was a $90 bet. So dropping back down, dropping back down. Bankroll management. So many of you wrote in comments yesterday, and you're 100% correct. Bankroll management, and that's why it's tough over the long run. And personally, that's why I think so many people believe it can't be beat. And if you'll remember yesterday, I was explaining to you how the house has its edge. Even though we're covering 73% of the board, it's because of the way the payouts are done, right? We need to win 3 for every 1 loss. However, we're based on 73%, we're less than a 3-to-1 ratio. Okay, we're at 150. We caught back up. We're at an 8-to-1 ratio. Can't argue with that. So we're doing well. Let's don't get crazy today. I'm hoping that we can get to 300 fairly smoothly. You need to expect losses, like we've been saying. Patience. Keep your emotions in check. I do, for those of you who say, yeah, this won't work for me because we get crazy. Hey, listen, we all get crazy. We all get caught up. I've done it plenty of times. Doubling, and just chasing. It goes, it's impossible to lose 5 times in a row. Trust me, it's not impossible. So just take a breather. No. Okay. Oh no, that was a loss anyway. All right. 1-2, lost 1. Let's see, how we doing here? I'm gonna stick with it one more time. I was thinking about going our first 3, just the 9th Street standard instead of the reverse. But I'm gonna stick with it one more time. See what happens here. I feel like the tides are changing. There hasn't been a lot of first column, first street hits in a long time. Here's a 2. And there's a 15. So only 2 in a long time. So I feel like, based on just mojo, there it is. Okay, 2 losses in a row. We're gonna take a pause, just a quick pause. I'm gonna take a pause for about 5 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll grind it back slow. All right, see you in a second. Okay, sat out a couple spins. It doesn't matter that we would have won those. It really doesn't. I'm gonna go back in at 45. I'm not gonna double up or chase. I'm gonna get a few wins under our belt here if possible, and if we lose, then we'll double up like we started out all over again. And then I'll probably, if we're feeling pretty good, I'll probably step it up to the 135 bet and try to get back to recovery, but it's really not that important. We haven't been playing very long this morning, so the first part of the session went really fast. I've got all day today. We're gonna go grocery shopping because we're having a really good surf and turf dinner. We decided on shrimp scampi, and we had gone crabbing earlier and have a whole bunch of okay, patience, Daniel-san. Anyway, we take English muffins, we take the fresh crab, we mix it with some different types of cheeses, a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and stuff, and then you spread it on the English muffins, and then you put the English muffins in at a fairly, like a 425. The English muffins get super crispy. The crab and the cheese and stuff melts on top. Sprinkle with a little paprika. I mean, the absolute best way. And crab is my favorite. And that's probably the #1 way outside of when they're fresh and you just steam them. And okay, the universe hates us. The universe hates us. There's 2 losses again, so we're going to take a longer break. Actually, I'm going to go shopping and come back and start all over from scratch. And we'll just be looking to get back up to 0. That's okay, right? So anyway, we're having that. Got some jumbo prawns, shrimp scampi. My dad absolutely loves seafood. He's doing pretty well today cognitively, and he's been asking for seafood all week. So we're going to give him that and hopefully fatten him up a little bit because he's only about 90 pounds. So hopefully we can get him to eat something. Anyway, I'll be back. We're going to turn this boat around, and I'll see you soon. Okie dokie, back from shopping. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go 9 streets reverse for 135, Alex. Okay. Wipe off this little deficit. Let's see if we can get back in black. Got everything we need for dinner tonight. All set. Okay, come on now. There we go, there's one. Okay, let's go to it. Need a couple of these. Gosh darn, we were up at 150, right? That was our high. Nothing but a thing. All right. Right now in my head, I'm just contemplating strategy on this. I would like to get back up to even balance if we win a couple spins, and then I think what I'll do is I'll drop down to 45 and just kind of grind it out a little bit back up and get into some profit, and then occasionally go, so if we're that lucky. And so far so good. Down 30. Okay, come on now. Come on now. But I'm looking at the history. There's been a lot of 4th street hits in each dozen. Remember last time I said, hey, there hasn't been a lot of that 1st street. I'll stick with reverse 9, and then it hit. So maybe, but I guess there was a 26. There was a 1st streeter. 12, 30, 20, 22, 4th streeter. Let's just see where the wind takes us right now. Okay. So we're plus 15. I'm going to drop down to... I just feel like we should switch to the first 3 streets. Gut feeling, nothing more than that. Nothing scientific about it. Nothing statistical about it. Just puts me at ease, I guess. I still feel good about today. Small targets. We didn't chase our loss too hard. Took our breaks. That's how it goes. We just got unlucky here with 1, 2, 3, 4 losses in a row there. Look at that. We switched and it hit the first street of that 3rd dozen. All right. Doomy and gloomy out here today in Oregon. So we're back to traditional Oregon weather. I do love the Oregon coast. Pretty much this whole entire Pacific Northwest coast is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I love a good tropical beach too, but it's just so powerful. If you've never been to the Pacific Northwest coast, go. It's just so powerful, lots of rocks. It's nothing you're going to want to swim in. Look at that. 1st street of 2nd dozen. All right, we played that right, didn't we? All right, we're up 45. So now when we bet this 45, at least we're playing with some house money. I'd like to get us up here a little bit higher, then maybe flip over to a 135 bet once or twice maybe, and then drop it back down to 45 and see if we can't build up. I would like to get back to 150, but I'm not stuck on it. Right now in my head, I'm thinking I would like to get back to $100. That would be 1/3 of our daily goal, We really have not played very many minutes. We've been playing 19 minutes and 53 seconds. So here we go. Come on. 23. Nope. That was bad. Okay, but that was a 45er, so we'll take that. So that got us, at least we're playing with house money. We didn't go crazy. So let's see. We're going to double up and see if we can get a win. 2 losses in a row. I'm going to religiously take a break. So in my head, I'm already thinking, if we get 2 losses in a row, I'm going to come back and I'm going to go back to 135 bets, kind of start over and see if we can get, 4 or 5 wins in a row. Or at least 4 out of 5 wins in a row, and then when we double up, we win. Right here, we just got really unlucky having multiple losses in a row, and that's what kills you. But as long as you're willing to triage and stop the bleeding, you don't have to leave it like that. No! Wow, we've been getting really unlucky here. All right, I'm going to take a break. That's okay. And we're going to come back, and we're going to grind it back up. All right, see you shortly. Okay, we're back. Let's see if our luck can pick up this time. Hey, we're only down 90 bucks. And I'll tell you why it's a good day. I have here Costco tuxedo cake. If you haven't had it, get some. It's delicious. I also love their regular cheesecakes. All right, come on now. Sometimes too, I just notice that when I'm playing, if you get too conservative and you start playing really fearful and you're not willing to follow through on some of your progressions, then that can be a little detrimental too, right? Because every time you get in a hole, if you completely back out, you have to be willing at some points to take chances and push through it. So yes, slow and roll. I still like the idea of taking breaks, but sometimes you have to be willing to kind of push through and be willing to take some of that pain. I don't agree with every dealer everywhere you go always has that saying, right? Scared money don't make money. Yeah, it's like they're taught that. That's how the casinos make money, right? We keep going. But sometimes it is true. I found that when I'm playing and if I get overly cautious and every little loss I start getting fearful of actually hitting it, then it's even worse. All right, we just got to ground zero there, so let's keep going. Never mind me, I'm sorry, I'm gonna eat this cake while we're here. It's been a pretty frantic morning. So good. They're gonna need to take it away from me. I have a massive sweet tooth. And it's like as soon as I start eating some sweets, it just opens the floodgate. So if I open up a container of Tillamook ice cream, there's a very good chance that sucker will be gone by the end of the day. Okay, let's see. Come on, give us a run. Give us a run. No, that's not what we were looking for. All right, we're gonna bite down on our mouthpiece a little bit and push through. We've been playing for 23 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay, come on now. Come on now. Good, good, good. All right, we can back out to our base bet. Go from there. Okay. Our balance right now, minus this 135, because they take that out of that balance down there. But if we lose this, 16,422, yeah, it would definitely be down. Okay, come on now. I feel it. I feel the rainbow coming on. And I can't tell you when to bite down on your mouthpiece and such. Yes. and push through. I think in a day like today, where I'm up and then I'm kind of down and up and down like this, this is the kind of day that I would probably start pushing through and take a couple chances and go through to that third tier, possibly even the fourth tier. Keeping in mind, we had a really terrible day today, so I want to play it a little more cautious, but at the same time, I want to get to that 300 today plus another, hopefully 200. And I can't tell you what the rule of thumb is for me about when I decide to push through and when I decide to take, kind of call it and go back to real low numbers and grind. I think maybe sometimes it's if I'm grinding for a long time and I'm finding that I'm just kind of staying even. It's the kind of day it's been. Win two, lose one. Win two, lose one. So let's see if we can get through it. That guy, our dealer, looks really excited. Yeah. All right. We expect this. We accept this. Come on now, universe. Show us the money. Anyway, so you'll have to call that on your own. You have to experiment. But I think I'm at a point right now, not to get too crazy, but I think I'm going to try pushing through a little bit. Okay, that's good, that's good. All right, we're going to drop back down to the base. I'm not going to keep it at, I'm not going to double up when I don't have to. As long as I can keep with the doubling, then go back down to even Steven like we've been doing over here. If we can stay at this, I mean, if you can get through this, I guarantee this will suddenly change. It's not going to stay like this. Almost all the time I've played, yesterday was kind of an exception, we will start to stair step out of this. And if you go back and look at some of the videos where we grounded out, that's what happened. So what I could also do is, if we feel like we're in this phase, if we win this one and we get back to even Steven here, yep. Sometimes I hold my breath because I don't look down at my board. I'm like, were we at reverse or regular? All right, I'm going to go ahead and push through, but it might not be a bad idea, right? If you feel like you're in this funk and you get back, do a $9 bet, do $1 street bets and see if you can push on through. And then once you get up a couple, then go back and see if you can break out. So there's a whole lot of different ways you can do it. Statistically, probably doesn't make a difference, but mentally it kind of does. It's kind of debilitating when you're winning, losing like that. It kind of gets to be tiring, right? So even some small wins in a row, or when you lose, it's only a couple bucks, and you're like, okay, no big deal. It's sort of an emotional break. All right, there we go. We push through. We're up 45. Let's keep this gravy train going. I don't want to forget to mention, and I'll post it up on the video again, we do have the Discord channel going, so feel free to jump in. I haven't even done much in there yet. I will go and try to check it starting today, but it's been real busy getting the videos together, and getting that other video took a lot, so I'm kind of back down to just doing easy stuff. And forgive me if on the video editing, if something's too loud or not loud enough. Yes. I'm really just putting it together, trying to put in some basic transitions so it doesn't look sloppy, and going from there. I'm not really going back through and doing any kind of editing whatsoever. So this is definitely like GarageBand level videoing. All right, let's see if we can go. We're at 90. Nice, come on, give us a couple wins in a row. I'd really love to win this one, right? Because that would get us up to a profit of 135, which means on our 135 bet, we'd be playing house money. But since we've won 1, 2, that was our third win in a row. If we win 4 here, I might be tempted to drop it back down to 45. And I think I will. I think I'm going to drop it down to 45 and get us back up to our 150. And then shoot for 200 with a little bit low and slow. That way if we lose, we're only jumping back down 45. We're into this now 29 minutes and 45 seconds, and we're up 135. I don't know about you, but for 30 minutes worth of effort and we're up 135, I could literally call that a day, you know? And I really love how some of you have really, your goals are relative to your bankroll, super smart, and you're doing really well. All right, there's a win. We're at our 150. So I'm just gonna stay here and grind a little bit because we know there's gonna probably most likely be a loss coming on. And at the same time, we could be going on a nice monster run. Can't look at it that way. So we're gonna bust up to 200. That's our goal. We get to 200. I'm gonna go finish my tuxedo cake and go sit with my parents again. Make my dad's mouth drool about shrimp and crab coming up. And a little bit of ribeye, grilled hot, medium rare. You don't know how much it pains me when I get some really beautiful ribeye steaks for friends and company and they like it well done. I almost just want to be like, throw a hot dog on the grill for them. But everybody likes, I mean, if that's how you like it, that's how you like it. I shouldn't think that way, right? But it just pains me. And then they're like, yeah, you have some ketchup? I'm like, man, I season this thing perfectly. You know, I personally just like some salt. Make sure it's salted enough. I don't put too much stuff on it. I like the taste, the flavor of the beef if you get good steaks. And the key is just making sure you're cooking it really hot so it renders all that fat, because some people cut that fat out. If it's beautifully rendered, that's what I'm eating. Okay, look at that. 180. Now we're cooking with oil. A little perseverance. We hung in there, right? You can do the same, and we never got in that much trouble. We were down 135, which relative to the bankroll, that's not bad. That's one loss, right? That's if we were betting 135, that's just, we got in the hole as deep as one unit of bet, one total unit, total bet. So call that a victory. 9 and 25, just under 3 to 1, which the casino counts on, right? That's where they get their edge. Takes us 3 wins to get back 20. Look at that. 195. I am, to play uber conservative, I'm going to drop down to $9. And we only need 5, so I only need 2 more wins here, and that'll take us up to 201. And then I'm going to take a nice break. And we're still only at 32 minutes. I'm hoping that we can get this video under an hour today. I was hoping that this video was only going to be like 30 minutes, like we were just going to rock this thing, but that's a little different. That's a little bit high expectations sometimes, just to go straight through like we had on some of the previous days. This is very realistic, I think, what we're doing today, and going through this up and down EKG section right here. Amen. Look at that. 198. All right, let's see if the last bet curse is going to afflict us or not. Man, we've had a lot of wins in a row. Let's go check out that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've had 10 wins in a row. That's amazing. You sort of do, as much as you've shown it, you sort of do look back at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 bets at $45 that netted 15 bucks. So that was $60 profit. If we were betting 135, that would have been a $180 profit. And I kind of look at that, but then I don't really worry about it too much. Booyah. Now, it's tempting for me today, we're on this run, let's keep going, but we've won 11 in a row. I'm taking our $201 and gonna go skip out, give this at least another 30 minutes to do whatever they're gonna do, and we're gonna come back for our next session, and let's see if we can get from 201 to 250 and take another break. I'm hoping we can get it in 2 sessions to our goal, and then beyond that will be all surplus extra. All right. Hope you all having a good Saturday afternoon. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Let's get on to that next stretch. Let's go here. We're gonna go 1, 3, 4. Let's give that a try. See if we can get 2 wins. Drop it down and get that remaining $10. $9 actually to get up to 300. And then we would have our goal today. We're at almost exactly 35 minutes right now of playtime. So come on now. Of course. Of course, of course. I saw some of you posted your strategy or suggestions, which is if you lose one, you sit out and you wait until it would hit one that would be a winner, and then you bet. I totally support that strategy, and I play it myself too, not because of the chances, but again, of just slowing yourself down. But I very, very much like that, and it breaks that heartbreak when you get 2 losses and 2 spins. I mean, I suppose you do a spin, you sit out, you get another loss on that. It's pretty similar, but there's a little bit of break in there, so maybe it's a little bit different. Okay. Whew. I thought it was going to hit 6. Okay. Let's go back to it one more time. I think I want to go just the first 3 streets, regular 9. At least that's what my gut is telling me. But we now need 3 wins at this level to get to 291. Let's even grab it. Anyway, all the suggestions, someone wrote today a suggestion about the particular online casino they have. You can, in your settings, go, only allow me to bet, $300. If I lose $300, I'm done for the day. That's pretty cool stuff. I don't know if you can just go in there and override that setting if you wanted it, or they're like, once you set the setting, you can't, it takes you 24 hours before you could change it anyway, so you couldn't just override it. But that's pretty neat. Someone else was mentioning like having 4 tiers. So you have your first bet, second bet, third bet, fourth bet. And I'm assuming you're talking martingaling up, and you have a rigid schedule. Like, if I'm understanding you correctly, you bet 3 times at tier 1. If you win, you go to tier 2 and you bet this. If you win, you go, or something along those lines. Or maybe it's like first 2 bets this, second bet is this. And no matter what, you follow this progression. Okay, there we are. Stair stepping up, 246. 246. I think that's pretty nifty. Some things that I like about that is that because it's perfectly laid out, you literally just follow the step plan. It's sort of like those that you either follow the winner on red, black, or dozens or columns, or some of you really like the red, black, red, red, black, black, and you just stick with that whenever you're losing. I believe on those ones, every time you win, you start at the beginning of that sequence. It just kind of takes the thinking out of it. I don't think it's any better or worse, but it's kind of nice when you go to table and you're like, I just have this, dang it. We just have this set way that we do things. One of the other reasons why I kind of stick with the same strategy is just my personal experience. I found that when I start popping between different kind of strategies, I don't do well, because if you lose 2 in a row, say on these 9 streets, and you're like, you know what, forget it, I'm going to go to 2 dozen, or I'm going to go red or black. I find that when you hop over and you don't do well, and you only last 1 or 2 spins there and you lose, I just feel like I'm more inclined to then hop another. So once you kind of get in that mentality that I'm going to keep moving around if it doesn't work out for me, in my experience, when I've done that, and I've done it a lot, I just feel like I'm hopping from one strategy to the other, and I end up just getting on these losing, and you never get into a rhythm on one piece. If it works for you, awesome. It doesn't well for me. It just feels unsettled, like I can never get into the groove of what I'm doing. So, but do what works for you. All those strategies you are all posting definitely do work for, whatever works for you and whatever feels good for you. I am not the end all be all. I'm just showing everybody what has worked for me for many, many years. And I love hearing about your alternate versions, whatnot. All right, we broke even. All right, we need one more, and we'll be at 291. We'll drop down to $9 total bet, $1 streets, and we'll see if we can't crank out 3 wins at that level. And we'll just plow straight ahead on that because it's such a low starting bet. We'll just martingale it multiple times, and hopefully we won't need to. But as far as some of the comments, again, going back to, online casinos are rigged, they're magnets. I don't know. I've had very good success with them, and there's so many players in here. Like, is it going to choose to magnet? I mean, people bet on 0 all the time. So when you say, oh, it's going to be betting on 0, oh, dang it. Here's our 2-1, 2-1. Maybe we switch up. I'm going to go reverse 135 and cross our fingers. So I'm sorry. And this is Stake. This is a very published site with Drake and sports, and they are pretty popular. So I just have a hard time believing that they would risk this huge profitable enterprise over getting supposedly caught. And I'm not even sure how a magnet system would actually legitimately work all the time. Okay, one more now. Come on, one more to get us even, and then we need 2 of these in a row. Look at that. We had this run of the similar, then we had a nice run, then similar. Punches and bunches, right? It comes in groups and waves. The key is, like many of you said, it's like just getting through that wave without losing your ass. Anyway, back to the rigged wheels. I'm sorry, I just don't really buy it. I don't buy it. That's just me. I have no facts to say it does or it doesn't. Okay, back to even again. Now let's see if we can get our 1 win and hit a couple low things, and we'll be at our 300. I can take my nap. Yeah, I love naps. Naps are the greatest thing in the world. Take a quick nap. That way I get energized for the new and be ready and rested for this awesome dinner we're having tonight. My dad's been sleeping all day. He's having one of those days where he's just not really with it. So we just got him up. Had to bring him up into the wheelchair, and he's being a little really feisty. He has the days where he's just really ornery, and you gotta always remember in your head, it's not him, it's the disease, and it can be really tough at times. Nice, 291, we got there, right? So now what we're gonna do is 9th Street reverse for $9. We need 3 wins at this level. I sort of like going to the 45 and 1 win at 45. It's still not a huge bet comparatively to the 135, but I feel like I'm not real comfortable with our win. But we could be on a stretch like right here where we're just going to win, win, win. Anyway, my dad's up in a wheelchair. We're just kind of pushing him around. We took him out for about 5 minutes. It's kind of cold outside, and so we bundled him up, took him out there, got some fresh air. Need him to wake up because sometimes he just will not take his meds. He just absolutely refuses, and then he gets even worse. And there's so many pills. 5 times a day, and it's just, that stuff's expensive. Okay. 2 wins away. We're $6 away from meeting our goal. And this session, I don't remember what I said we were at when we started. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe 34 minutes. I'm not sure, but again, not very long to make $100, or a little under $100 because we were at 101. All right, there we go. Very nice, very nice. You know what I love most about this is we had an absolutely horrific day yesterday. I don't remember the last time I had a day so tough as that. And just keep going through. That's what you got to remember. Just keep going through. Don't lose your shirt. Don't live to fight another day. We're going to do that. I'm hoping this evening, after I'm in a food coma, I can wake up and come here and maybe grab another $100, maybe $200 if things are going real well, and continue to build up that reserves, as I've been saying. There we are. An even 300. Isn't that a beautiful number? All right, we got our goal today. So much easier than yesterday. I'll be back this evening. We're going to see if we can grab a couple more. Nice 45-minute video today. And keep the comments coming. Keep your ideas coming. For those of you that are playing, good luck. Stick with it. You got this. All right, let's go.